Hello everyone, I am Dr. Murali Manohar Chirumamilla, and today I want to talk about a common but often embracing issue, gas, also known as flatulence. We all experience it, but it can be uncomfortable and sometimes even painful. So let us dive into understanding what causes gas and what we can do about it. Passing gas is a normal bodily function. Belching or burping, as we call it, especially in infants, once or twice a day, particularly after meals, is completely normal. In some cultures, it is even considered good manners to burp after a meal, a compliment to the host. Now, we also have gas that passes from the rectum, which we call flatulence. On average, a person may pass flatus 2 to 4 times a day, and this gas is usually not foul smelling. Sometimes people try to hold it in, especially in public, but this can lead to abdominal discomfort. Traditional practices like Ayurveda actually advise against suppressing this natural bodily function. Vegan na dharayet. Now, there is a slight difference between the gas we expel from our mouth and the gas we pass rectally. Belching after a meal often involves expelling air that we swallowed while eating. If you have a sour aftertaste after belch, it could indicate indigestion, meaning you are expelling gases formed in your stomach. But the gas that passes from the rectum, that is always formed internally, and it is due to incomplete digestion. Let me explain the digestive process a little. For our bodies to properly absorb nutrients, food needs to be broken down into simpler substances. We are talking about simple sugars and amino acids. However, some foods contain complex sugars that our bodies have trouble breaking down. This can be because we have weak enzyme activity, or we might be lacking the necessary enzymes altogether. Enzymes, by the way, are proteins that help speed up chemical reactions in our bodies, and they are essential for digestion. So these undigested complex sugars travel through the stomach and small intestine and eventually reach the large intestine, also known as the colon. In the large intestine, these sugars begin to ferment. This fermentation process produces carbon dioxide, which is what we commonly know as gas. Several things can contribute to excessive gas. One common cause is incomplete evacuation of stools. This often leads to foul smelling gas. Certain infections, such as amoebiasis, can also cause gas. And some medications, like antibiotics, can change the normal balance of the bacteria in our gut, which we call out flora or gut microbiota, and this imbalance can also lead to increased gas. Interestingly, some healthy foods like high fiber foods such as cabbage, whole wheat bread, and beans, while they are very beneficial for preventing conditions like cancer, can also cause gas. It is a bit of trade-off, but the health benefits usually outweigh the temporary discomfort. Another common cause of gas is lactose intolerance. People with lactose intolerance lack the enzyme lactase. Lactase is the enzyme needed to break down lactose, which is the sugar found in milk. So, if someone with lactose intolerance consumes milk products, they often experience a lot of gas. Other foods like greasy fried foods and pulses, which include things like lentils and beans, can also contribute to gas. So, what can we do to manage gas? I have some helpful tips. First, avoid heavy smoking and chewing tobacco, also known as pan. Second, try to reduce the number of carbonated drinks and cups of tea you have each day. If you notice that milk or sweets make your gas worse, try cutting back on those. Don't overeat. Eat until you feel satisfied, not stuffed. When you eat, try to eat slowly and mindfully, really focusing on your food. This helps to prevent swallowing excess air. And finally, you might want to limit foods that are known to cause gas, such as onions, tomatoes, potatoes, peas, beans, lentils, and sweets, especially if you eat them in large amounts. There are also some home remedies that can provide relief. One is cardamom powder. You can take about 5 grams of cardamom powder with water. Another remedy involves mixing equal parts of fried asafoetida, which we also call hing, black salt, cardamom, and dry ginger, also known as sont. You can powder these powders, or you can powder this mixture and take about half a teaspoon with lukewarm water 2 or 3 times a day. Another helpful mixture is 2 grams of celery seeds, also known as ajmoda, 1 gram of anise seeds, also known as somf, and some sugar to taste. Take half to 1 teaspoon of this mixture with lukewarm water. There are also a more complex herbal powder you can make using specific ratios of different herbs. In addition to these home remedies, there are also some Ayurvedic remedies. Hingvastaka Churna is one you can take 1 teaspoon twice a day with hot water. Hingutriguna Taila, taken 2 teaspoons on an empty stomach with a cup of hot water, can help with constipation, which can contribute to gas. Kumari Asava, an oral liquid, can be taken 20 milliliters with an equal amount of lukewarm water twice a day. There are also several proprietary Ayurvedic medicines available, such as Gas-X tablets, Ojas tablets, Arkpudina in both liquid and pearl form, Gaisantakvati, Rajvati, and Lasunadivati. Remember to follow recommended dosage on any of these products. So, to summarize, gas is a normal part of digestion, but there are things you can do to manage it if it becomes excessive or uncomfortable. Simple changes in diet and eating habits can make a big difference. There are also several home remedies and Ayurvedic remedies that can provide relief. If you have any concern or experience persistent or severe symptoms, it's always best to consult an Ayurvedic doctor. Thank you for watching.